direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Double dog, that's the way.
From the 29, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's got room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mahomes now to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's a big league.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Garoppolo now. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin first and goal already at the 5-yard line. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Yellow. There's a blue lady. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a second down coming up. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. After the sack on first down, Mahomes, as they've got it with a second down coming up. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Now Mahomes, flush to his right. He may try and run. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down, take the completion, keep moving.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They fake the give. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. What do you need? Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Mahomes on target there to Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit, because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
They go play action here on first down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Standing just outside his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou, 15.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now here's Mahomes. This is caught by Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Mahomes throwing on 4th. They'll buy some time right. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block it. But short of that, what the quarterback has to do, make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game. It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys continue to pour it on. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back them up 5.
Keep playing.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On play action, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. He finds Taylor, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Niners on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Garoppolo. And it's knocked away and incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive where they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Check tight, check tight, check tight.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Throwing now is Mahomes. And an alley to run. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes forced out to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends.
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl, abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. The never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 67 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just scream.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board, right, in your play. Book, 1-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 43 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that is caught But the back judge right there to say incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second down and goal. Mahomes flushed out. Touchdown, Chiefs. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on two more.